So there should have been also summit like Russia, Africa, and 38 of 54 countries of Africa did not send their leaders to the summit. That will happen 27th, 28th of July. Um, yeah, so 17 countries will send the presidents basically, and 10 prime ministers basically, and then the 17 other vice prime ministers, ministers, or just consuls essentially, and 5 African countries completely skipped this sort of summit. But again, sort of just like, again, not to denigrate Africa or anything like that, or African countries, and I understand there are many countries that are different. um Ones are better and other are worse, so on and so forth. But what I'm trying to say is that during the Cold War, it was United States versus USSR, two superpowers, right? One of the superpowers was, as we call, a колосс на глиняных ногах, what a colossus on clay legs, essentially, right? I hope there is the same saying in English. I think there is. Colossus on the clay legs, which was USSR, obviously, that completely collapsed under its own weight because they couldn't produce anything for the consumers, while they were absolutely wasting resources on creating this like war arsenal. Um, right now, 2023, Russia thought that they are so amazing, so mighty, that they can capture Ukraine and so on and so forth. Like start this absolutely insane war, right? Like what's the outcome would be, whatever. Okay, like I'm not even going there. The fact of the matter is that right now, like I've mentioned again, it all ties together. What I said before about the Belarus and their friends. Well, how many friends Russia has? Belarus, Iran, North Korea, to a degree, maybe China, but not a friend at all. It's not even a frenemy. They're just extracting everything they can in terms of like natural resources at absolutely insane discounts from Russia without really giving too much to them. And now Russia, instead of like having projects and conferences and sort of developing technologies and whatnot with developed countries. Again, no offense to African countries, but I think everybody understands they're not developed countries. They're developing, maybe, not developed for sure. So Russia, instead of being friends with like South Korea, Japan, freaking Germany, UK, USA, Canada, like with developed nations, they're scrambling to invite African leaders. Again, no offense to African leaders, but that's not the top of the cream of the sort of political leadership of the world. That just shows you just how much of a just scumbag this piece of shit on the screen. That 2/3 of presidents, of leaders of Africa decided they would not visit this piece of shit. I mean, I'm frankly astonished that some of them even decided to go. Like, I guess like Russia still does something in certain African countries that they think that they owe something to this piece of shit. I think this actual initiative is the best one.